What if the biggest decision for Brazil's new era is not about tactics, but about choosing the right players? Over the past few weeks, Brazilian football fans have been eagerly waiting for one very important announcement. The head coach of Brazil, Carlo Ancelotti, is expected to officially announce his squad on the 16th of this month for the upcoming international matches against France and Croatia. But before revealing the final squad, the Brazilian coach has already submitted a preliminary free list of players to the Brazilian Football Confederation, also known as the CBF. This preliminary list has created huge curiosity among fans because it gives us an early idea of which players are currently on Ancelotti's radar. Many reports on the internet have been circulating different numbers about this list. Some sources claim the list includes 50 players, while others say it contains 53 names. However, according to official FIFA regulations, a preliminary list for international matches usually contains between 35 and 50 players. Because of that, the claim about a 53-player list is most likely not accurate. But instead of focusing on those confusing numbers, today we will try to look at something much more interesting: which players are actually included in the list submitted by Carlo Ancelotti. Many viewers have been asking which footballers are currently part of Brazil's preliminary squad. So in this video, we will explore the names that have been reported so far. It is important to clarify one thing from the beginning. So far, the complete list of 50 players has not been officially released publicly. Different sports websites have been publishing partial information, and based on those sources, I have compiled a list of players whose names have appeared most consistently. Up to this moment, we have confirmed the names of 38 players from the preliminary list. There are still around 12 players whose names have not yet been revealed by reliable sources. Most websites have not been able to provide the full list yet, which is why we are working with the information that is currently available. According to the data collected so far, the list includes 5 goalkeepers, 9 defenders, 11 midfielders, and 13 forwards, making a total of 38 players. Now let's go through these names and also take a look at which clubs these players represent at the moment. Starting with the goalkeepers, the list includes 5 names. The first one is Alisson Becker from Liverpool FC, who is widely considered one of the best goalkeepers in the world and has been Brazil's first-choice keeper for several years. Alongside him is Ederson from Manchester City, another world-class goalkeeper known for his incredible passing ability and composure with the ball at his feet. The third goalkeeper on the list is Hugo Souza from Corinthians, who has been performing well in Brazilian domestic football. Another name included is Bento Krepski, currently playing for Al Nassr FC. Bento has been improving consistently and has already been considered a strong backup option for Brazil in recent months. Finally, one of the surprising inclusions on the list is Gabriel Brazao from Santos FC. His inclusion shows that the coaching staff is closely monitoring young goalkeepers who could become important players for Brazil in the future. Now moving on to the defensive line, which includes 9 players. As expected, the experienced captain Marquinhos from Paris Saint-Germain is on the list. Alongside him is Gabriel Magalhães from Arsenal FC, who has been one of the most consistent defenders in the Premier League over the past few seasons. Another interesting name is Leo Pereira from Flamengo. Reports suggest that Ancelotti has been monitoring him for quite some time due to his solid performances in Brazilian domestic competitions. The list also includes Gleisen Bremer from Juventus FC, who recently returned from injury and has quickly regained his strong defensive form. Another Flamengo player, Alexandro, is also mentioned among the defenders being monitored. In addition, Alexandre Ribeiro from Lille OSC has reportedly earned a place on the preliminary list thanks to his impressive performances in France. There are also reports that Fabricio Bruno from Cruzeiro EC remains in the extended squad despite some inconsistent performances for the national team in the past. Another name included is Douglas Santos from Zenit St. Petersburg. Finally, Wesley Franca, who has been producing strong performances at club level, is also believed to be on the list. Next, we move to the midfield department, which contains 11 players so far. One of the most experienced names is Casemiro from Manchester United. Despite criticism over the past year, Casemiro's leadership and defensive ability still make him an important option for Brazil. Another exciting name is André Santos from Chelsea FC, a young midfielder who has been gaining attention for his energy and technical skills. Lucas Paqueta from West Ham United is also expected to be part of the squad thanks to his creativity and ability to control the tempo of the game. The defensive midfielder Andre Trindade from Wolverhampton Wanderers has also earned recognition for his disciplined performances. Alongside him, João Gomes, another Wolves midfielder, is included after showing consistent improvement in the Premier League. The physically dominant Joelinton from Newcastle United is also on the radar due to his versatility and strength in midfield battles. One of the biggest talking points is the inclusion of Neymar, who is currently playing again for Santos FC. His return to the preliminary list has excited fans who hope to see him fully fit for the national team once again. Another name reported in strong form is Andreas Pereira from Palmeiras. The list also includes Danilo Barbosa from Botafogo FR, who has recently shown impressive attacking contributions despite playing as a defensive midfielder. Finally, Keiki from Mirassol FC is another surprising name appearing in the preliminary squad. Finally, let's take a look at the forward line, where we have identified 13 players so far. As expected, Vinícius Júnior from Real Madrid leads the attacking lineup. Alongside him is Rafinha from FC Barcelona and Gabriel Martinelli from Arsenal FC, both of whom have been key attacking players for Brazil in recent years. Another young star included is Estevão Willian from Chelsea FC, one of the most exciting talents emerging from Brazilian football. Luis Enrique from Zenit St. Petersburg is also on the list after impressive performances for both club and country. One particularly interesting name is Ryan Vieder, who has recently been performing well in the Premier League with AFC Bournemouth. Reports suggest that Ancelotti has been monitoring him closely, and he could even receive his first national team call-up soon. The list also mentions Endrick, who continues to impress with his talent and goal-scoring ability. Another striker in excellent form is Igor Thiago from Brentford FC, who has reportedly scored more than 20 goals this season and is becoming one of the most dangerous forwards in the league. Igor Jesus from Nottingham Forest is also gaining attention thanks to his consistent goal contributions. Meanwhile, João Pedro from Chelsea FC continues to impress with both goals and assists, making him one of the most exciting attacking options for Brazil. Another important attacking name is Matheus Cunha from Manchester United. The list also includes Caio Jorge from Cruzeiro EC, as well as Vitor Roque from Palmeiras, both of whom represent the next generation of Brazilian attacking talent. So overall, based on the information available so far, the preliminary free list submitted by Carlo Ancelotti includes 5 goalkeepers, 9 defenders, 11 midfielders, and 13 forwards, making a total of 38 players whose names have been identified. However, the list is still incomplete, and there are approximately 12 more players whose names have not yet been confirmed publicly. As soon as more reliable information becomes available about the remaining players, we will definitely share that update. For now, this gives us a fascinating early look at the group of footballers who could potentially represent Brazil in the upcoming international matches. And judging by the mixture of experienced stars and exciting young talents, it seems that Brazil's next squad under Carlo Ancelotti could be one of the most interesting squads we have seen in recent years. If you enjoy football analysis and want more updates like this about Brazil's national team and world football, make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow for more upcoming videos.